There we go. Okay, I'd like to introduce myself here. So I'm Candace Sam, or Sister Candace Sam, and I apologize. I'm picking today to film on a day where I have no voice, so that was a good choice on my part. So I'm going to start in a timeline here of all the important events in my life. So the first one would be I got married to my husband. His name is Daniel, and we met at the Riviera in Provo, which happened to be the same apartment complex that his parents met at. So it must have been magic. But we got married in Salt Lake City in December of 2009, so we're approaching 9 years actually. So pretty quickly right after we got married, I graduated. I graduated first. So I graduated from BYU Provo in 2010, and I got my degree in psychology, and I had an emphasis in social psychology, and I had a minor in sociology. So a couple of years later, of course, I went right into my master's degree. But of course, around the time you're about to graduate, that's a good time to get pregnant. So that's what I decided I would do. So while after I'd done some education pieces, I was doing my practicum in Provo. I got pregnant with Lydia. So I had her about a month before I graduated. But Lydia is doing great, of course. She is 5 years old now. She just barely started kindergarten, which is pretty crazy. So she is my silly nut child, I would imagine. She may or may not pop up behind my screen back here since she's outside playing. So, of course, naturally, right after you'd like to have a baby, you'd like to graduate. So that sounds like a good plan. So I graduated from USC with a master's degree in social work with an emphasis in families and children. And then, after you complete something major, extra major, everyone goes to Disneyland. So why not go to Disneyland? So that's what we did after I graduated. So after this time is when my husband actually graduated as well with his degree from BYU, and so we moved on to Nebraska actually, and so that's where he worked on his law degree. And so he went to UNL, and I worked for Brian Health, and so that's where I had explained a little bit in my welcome email about how I work with all ages. Actually, it was such a fantastic experience working in an acute mental health care facility. So that is where I get a lot of my knowledge and experience about abnormal psychology. Apologize for the phone in my background. But then I also actually had the opportunity to open my own outpatient practice as well, which was a fantastic experience, something that I continue to maintain to this day. So that's us in our Nebraska gear. And that is the other picture. This picture right here is when my husband, he graduated, but he also took the bar and he passed the bar. So that was my daughter giving him a thumbs up. So it's a great picture. But of course, like I said, when someone's about to graduate, it seems like a really great idea to have a kid. So that's what we did. So I had my baby right at the same time my husband graduated and was taking the bar. Don't recommend it. But then we had baby Ryan. He was born in 2017, towards the end of it, and he is now about 15 months. He is just a crazy maniac. He keeps me busy all day, which was great. He's super fun, super cute. But we're here to study abnormal psychology. So I absolutely love the learning model of BYU-Idaho. And so what we're going to do is we're going to prepare as a class, and I'm going to do the same thing. Make sure that we're prepared every week to study and to learn with each other. And then we're going to teach with one another, because I think that's the best experience, and that's how psychology works. It's a group format most of the time. We're not individuals. We work as a team, and that's how it best works with abnormal psychology specifically, is you want everybody else's opinion so that you've got the best formulation of what's going on with whether it's a friend or a family, or whether hopefully in the future it's going to be a client. And so then we're going to ponder and prove, and we're going to include the gospel, learning about Christ and studying, and be able to ponder and prove everything that's going on. So I'm really excited about teaching abnormal psychology, and I hope to get to meet all of you and excited to learn with you.